Hello my friends and welcome back and happy Friday to you. When this day is over, you and me, we're gonna have a cold brewski with the friends, alcohol free of course. In Russia, you couldn't wish them a happy Christmas season right now. There is a certain season that starts in Russia, but it's not a Christmas season. With the cold and the snow, it's the shit fountain season. I kid you not. For the first time this year, we have a video of a shit fountain in Russia which signals the start of the official shit fountain season. Enjoy my friends, this is St. Petersburg yesterday. Look at the beautiful brown fountain. It's a very natural phenomenon that happens in Russia every winter due to the old Soviet piping systems in the city, Soviet infrastructure not being maintained. Always this happened in different cities, propulsing shit up into the air, blessing everybody around. Oh, you don't think this one angle is enough? Don't worry, my friends. I have another angle for you of the same shit fountain. Look at that. This shit fountain started spraying all of these cars and this specific person right here, blessing them with liquid falling shit. It's a very happy moment, the Russian way, of course, which only happens in Russia. Happy shit fountain season, my friends. But in St. Petersburg, it gets worse. Because yesterday, as soon as the shit fountain manifested itself, also this nice little barbecue manifested itself. Is the building of the market building. You know, it's like an outside market with a roof. And it's burning. Because you need to make a barbecue for the Russian people. You know, when you get blessed with the falling liquid shit, you want to warm yourself with a fire. So all of these people you can see right here, look at all of them people. They came to warm themselves up after the shit fountain blessing. Happy shit fountain season, my friends. The good news don't end, because Ukrainian sea babies have hit yet another Russian Shadow Fleet oil tanker. This is the fourth one they have hit in the span of 2 weeks. This one was called Dashan and it was on the way from the Turkish Straits to Novorossiysk port. It was going full speed with the false flag and no responder, so it's an illegal tanker with no insurance running a false flag. So it was running a certain country's flag which it was not registered under, so it's like an illegal false flag, illegal tanker situation. So Ukraine took it upon themselves to be the police of the Black Sea and deliver little presents to this oil tanker. Let's watch the video. The right side of the propulsion system of this tanker, Sea Baby, measures it up and connects to it. Bada boom! Freedom exported. Look at that nice little fireball. I love myself a Russian fireball. Left side of the propulsion system. You gotta take both sides, of course. Measuring it up, picking the location, and do we get it? Yes, we do. You can see both sides have been barbecued to a black crisp. The propulsion system not working anymore. But the third Sea Baby now decides to connect right smack in the middle of the tanker, to the hull of the tanker. And the left side, what do you call the starboard, other board, I don't know, right, left side, well, one side, smack in the middle, the fourth Sea Baby is gonna take on the other side. So we got both sides of the propulsion and both sides of the middle of the hull, so it's a very methodical way to take out this tanker. Of course it's not going to sink, and it's not the goal of the Ukraine to sink it, because that would be a massive natural disaster. Their goal is to make it immobile and to stop and make a massive headache to the Russian war machine funding. Because this ship brings in a lot of money. Specifically, actually $60 million worth of oil on top of this shit, bringing in a lot of money. Here you can see the map where this tanker was hit. It's south from occupied Crimea, the city of Feodosia, straight south from Feodosia, 160 kilometers, and it was on its way to Novorossiysk, which you can also see on the map. He was flying the colors of Comoros Islands, of the flag of Comoros Islands, but on the register it was not registered on the Comoros Islands, which makes it super illegal. Under maritime law of international waters, you cannot do this, so it was illegal in every sense of the way, so Ukraine just made it abide the law. My friends, when you walk on a beach, you leave behind a trace of footprints. They look romantic. Let them be there. This is not so much the case online, where your digital footprint remains for everyone to see. This is why I use Surfshark VPN. Using a VPN is like wearing pants. All the important stuff stays private and secure when you step your foot outside. A VPN, or a virtual private network, covers your whole online activity. Once your device connects to the internet, all the information is encrypted or blurred out in a way. That way, your online activity is hidden from all snoopers and trackers. Now, whenever my information is somehow leaked online, I get a data breach alert, which notifies me the moment my email, ID, credit card, or other personal data gets leaked online. If it happens, I'll know instantly. Since it's tedious to get all security services from different providers, I just use Surfshark One, which gives me a VPN, alternative ID, and an antivirus. By the way, you also get incognito features in Surfshark One. A little perk I enjoy is their ads and malware extinction. No advertisements or cookie pop-ups. Hate those things. Surfshark also helps out while traveling. Your favorite shows, sports, or subscriptions might not be available when you're abroad. With Surfshark's 4,500 plus fast servers in 100 countries, you can connect to your home region while traveling and keep watching what you usually do, just like you never left. And they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take your time and try out the service and experience the whole Surfshark VPN potential. Go to surfshark.com/Artur or use the code Artur at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Thank you, Surfshark, for sponsoring today's video. But my friends, the good news still doesn't end. It's Friday. You and me, we're gonna wait for that brewski, but before, let's travel to the Caspian Sea, because there, one of the biggest Russian oil and gas platforms, offshore oil and gas rigs off the Caspian Sea, was struck with Ukrainian drones. Not sea babies, but fixed-wing flying drones. It's called the Filanovsky oil platform at the Caspian Sea, and it's one of the Lukoil's key oil rigs in the region. By the way, the numbers are staggering. The beast holds 129 million tons of oil and 30 billion cubical meters of gas. It doesn't hold it, but that's what's underground, and it has connections with pipelines to it, up to 20 pipelines. So this is a behemoth of an oil rig, of an oil platform. And it has been blessed with 4 Ukrainian drones. We actually have a video of it. Now, I'm not sure why there is a screen on the wall and people watching. I guess this is a CCTV from the platform. Not much there, but you can see one explosion at least. I'm guessing this is the Russian workers watching their oil platform being knocked out cold. The thing is, this oil and gas platform is yet another node, another connection point in the Russian entire export machine of oil and gas, of fossil fuels. You hit this, you hit their way of making money for the military. It goes straight for the military. So this is why Ukraine is hitting it, and it's the first. Ukrainians have never hit Russian ships or oil platforms in the Caspian Sea. Well, now they have. It's the first. So with the shit fountain season beginning now, we have another first. So 2 firsts in this video. Happy Friday, my friends. Now we travel to the Donetsk Oblast city of Siversk, where a Ukrainian soldier films Russian planes dropping a Fab 3000. Now that is the biggest bomb of this war at all, on both sides. This is the biggest bomb Russia uses anywhere in this war. This bomb is designed to level entire neighborhoods, to make it impossible for the defending side to be in a basement or in a hideout. It just levels everything, leaves a massive crater. It's honestly a terror weapon because it is so indiscriminate. It doesn't aim. A weapon in itself it needs to be aimed, directed, hit, and then you assess the damage. This one, you cannot aim it because it takes away everything that is in the vicinity. We have another video. This comes from Mirnakhrad. It's a bit older, 1 month old. November 11th, Russians dropping a FAB 3000 in Mirnakhrad near Bakrovsk. Look at that. It brings down several apartment buildings. This right here is a true terror weapon. The Russian goal is to eliminate every standing building so nobody could take up defensive positions. Russians themselves published a list of crew members that were knocked out cold in the falling down of the Antonov 22 Russian military heavy transport. It fell down into the water reservoir or into a lake of a sort, turning itself into a submarine and taking all its crew members with it. Now here is a list: Shamakov Sergei, Yatsenko Dmitry, Vakulenko Kirill. Yeah, I'm not going to read you all of it. What I am going to read is the explanation next to these names. I mean, if I wanted to make a joke, I would have to write it, but I don't, because they write it themselves. This is a plane that fell down and turned into a submarine. This is what they write. These professionals were true masters of their craft. Joke number 1. Dedicating their lives to the skies and the defense of their homeland. Joke number 2. Many knew them personally. Many worked side by side, soared into the skies together, trusting each other with the most precious possession, their lives. Joke number 3. I mean, they trusted each other with their lives and then they were all turned into a submarine together. The wording in this couldn't be any better. We deeply mourn and express our sincere condolences to the families and friends. May their courage and valor of each of them remain an example of service. So, you have a military transport falling into a lake. May that be an example of the valor. Oh my god. I'm not gonna make any jokes because they do it themselves, my friends. Now let's travel to Yaroslavl, where an oil refinery was struck by Ukrainian drones. This specific oil refinery was responsible for refining 15 million tons of products annually. Here is a list of fire trucks right next to it, doing kind of nothing, because you cannot really put oil fires out in Russia. Look at that. It's a massive area, and it's a massive flame with massive smoke column. Oil fires are difficult to put out for any country, but in Russia, they don't. They bring the fire trucks there, and they just wait until the fire burns out. Because in oil fires, you gotta put them out chemically with the foam, and I don't know why they don't have that. They're trying to put the foam on top. I've seen the videos, but it doesn't really affect the fire. Maybe they're doing something wrong. But usually they just bring a massive amount of fire trucks and wait until the oil burns out. I guess it's Russia, you know. By the way, the FSB closed up all of the road, 22 kilometers of road near Yaroslavl, because they didn't want people to drive on the road, because then they could see the burning refinery. The specific part of the road which was closed off, look, this gray area, they closed it because it goes next to the refinery and they don't want people to film it. Well, we already got the videos. FSB, you were late. We got the videos already. Everybody has seen it. Next, my friends, I found this clip. I have no context for you except this is a Russian soldier in his natural habitat.
Какая интересная у нас работа.
Какая интересная у нас работа, I think it means what an interesting job we have. What an interesting country you are. Очень интересная работа у вас, блядь. Yes, this is, I think, a natural habitat of a Russian soldier in the wilds. Don't go near them, they might attack at the first sight of seeing anybody anywhere. Also, if they don't have shit fountains near them, they tend to be very aggressive. Okay, I found more video. It's Friday, my friends. I'm gonna have a little fun here, as you can tell. So, I found this video of Russian meat assaulters training. How do I know they're meat assaulters? I think you're not gonna ask this question after you watch this video. Are you ready? Yes. Go. Let's go. The second. Throw a grenade. Granata. Bam, 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 bam. It doesn't enter the trench. he falls into the trench. Using gravity is a genius. Bum 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 bum. Holding a weapon like, you know, flagging everything and everybody. The second, are you here? Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Doesn't hold the gun with two hands. Because you're a Russian, you don't need to hold it with two hands. Wave around with the other hand and just go like that. That's what they do. That's it, you're doubting it. The second throws the grenade. Granata! Look at the guy trying to stand up, and it's difficult for him, so he puts his Kalashnikov barrel first into the mud, and he's like getting up. This is beautiful.
Просто прострел! Пах-пах!
Just shoot, bum bum. And this guy in the back is just pointing into his back. Grenade to the right, grenade to the right, grenade! Bam 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 bam! Reload! It's Rehi! Reloaded! What special forces, man? They are special in the other sense of the way. You know which way I mean. They are very special forces. Extremely special. Grenade! Yes! Grenade! Turning around, don't shoot! Oh my god. Okay, I have to stop. The two of you, get closer. Don't fall behind. Oh, what is he doing? What is he holding? His gun with the left hand from the front support thingy. I don't know what it does with the right. Getting up with the elbows on the trenches because it's really difficult for these guys to get up, I know. He managed to point the weapon in the front again somehow. Granata! Oh, the second grenade! That's it! Shoot! And then you go in! Ta 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 ta! Bum bum bum! Look at this dude aiming in the back. Look at this dude covering the six. Covering the six. I got you covered, bro. Go. Zarodina. Will anyone effing say anything over there? Great communication, man. I gotta give 5 points to these very special Russian forces. Let's take a look at the speed of the advancements of the Russian military. 24th of February 2022, when the full-scale invasion began, the separatist war effort had pushed the front line from 2014 to 2022. In 8 years had pushed it close to Avdiivka, right here. Now, almost 4 years later, let's say 4, it's in 2 months, they have advanced the Russian army, full Russian army with the full capacity, you know, the yada yada, the second army in the world, have advanced 45 kilometers. If a snail would have started from this same front line in 2022, 24th of February, it would have advanced now 1,600 kilometers. Because a snail travels a certain speed, everybody knows that speed, right? Very slowly, but very steadily. So they would have advanced a lot more in the center of Europe, but the Russians managed to advance 45 kilometers, so making them officially a lot slower than a snail. And I will end today's video with a Ukrainian grandfather in Kupyansk. So this is a Ukrainian man, unarmed. You can already see from the stance that he doesn't give an F. He is a god-level not give an F guy. And he finds a Russian soldier in Kupyansk, and now they have a little communication. Tell your commanders to leave, understand? The soldiers fed me chocolate, pate and sausage. Talking about the Ukrainian troops. Ukrainian soldiers from the western part of Ukraine. Who did they feed? Man, you imagined it. From the Zhytomyr region. They took me over there. Tell your commanders to leave, understand? And you don't effing come here. Yeah, man, go on your way. Are you going to fight or what? No, we won't, we'll leave now. Are you going to build all of this? Of course. You take care of your Russia so that it flourishes. And no gasoline for Donetsk. F them, the bastards. This Ukrainian grandfather doesn't give an F. He's in a frontline war zone. He's old. He's about to die. He has no Fs left to give. So he just says it how it is. You tell your commanders to leave and take care of your Russia so it flourishes. Which is a nice Ukrainian way to say Военный русский корабль, иди нахуй. My friends, this was the Friday's edition. Now you have officially the permission to open a cold brewski with your buddies. Alcohol free, of course. Until my next video, which will be every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and sometimes Tuesday, Thursday also. Be back to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and let's survive another week. Until then, my friends, Slava Ukraini, and bye bye. Go to surfshark.com/Artur or use the code Artur at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Thank you Surfshark for sponsoring today's video.